My name is Charell Star. I am the CEO and founder of Not Just a Girl in a Dress. It is a lifestyle, fashion, beauty, and technology blog, and I run it myself. My purpose in life is really to share stories that help people envision what success should look like for them. Through my site, Not Just a Girl in a Dress, I share stories about passionate entrepreneurs, people in the fashion industry, people who love beauty, people who love technology, and I cover all those things, but all through the lens of helping others sort of figure out what success should mean to them. It's not about judging your success against someone else's. It's about setting your own path that makes sense for you and what you want to accomplish. And that's really what I think my purpose is in life. I grew up in foster care. I spent a lot of my childhood in foster care. And I spent a lot of my adult life sort of learning how to overcome that and learning how to live with sort of the pain and the disappointment and frustration that growing up in foster care, sort of that baggage that comes with that. And it wasn't until a few years ago where I figured out and learned that it was okay for me to feel sad and feel angry and feel disappointed in sort of what my life was and all the trying times I went through. But it was also okay for me to sort of let that be and move on into the person I want to grow into. And so I would say, yeah, I've sort of experienced a lot of challenges, but in those challenges, you have to be able to sort of take a step back and say, you know what, I get to decide from this point forward who I want to be. And that's sort of what I've been doing. If I was talking to my younger self, so 5 or 10 years ago, I would probably say, it's okay not to know everything now. Even you're an adult, you've got your whole life going for you, you feel like you should know everything and have all the answers, but it's okay if you don't have those answers now. No one has all the answers. You're growing into those answers, and so you just have to be comfortable in your being and comfortable saying, you know what, I don't know the answer to that just yet, but I'm going to figure it out. I don't know where this road is going to take me, but I'm going to be brave enough to walk it, not knowing where it's exactly going, but knowing where I want it to end up. Be unashamed of who you are. Be unafraid to be who you want to be. Those would probably be the things that are always rattling around in the back of my brain. It's not about where you come from, it's about where you're going. Is that thing that's sort of gotten me through some really tough times, and that's what I would say to other people. It's really not about where you come from. It's who you want to be and where you plan on going in life. Next generation, you guys have it kind of tough. I'm really sorry about that. But I would say don't be afraid to be unapologetic about loving yourself, about loving who you are. Don't be afraid to be a little bit fearless and go after things you want. And don't be so focused on yourself, though, that you forget to help others as you're getting to that place that you want to get to in life. It's good to want to be successful. It's good to go after things that you really want, but you have to make sure that you're not leaving others behind. And for all intents and purposes, these are other people who are okay with being helped, who want to be helped, who will listen to advice. But you should try to help people along the way as much as you can. Women's lives matter.